everyone, and welcome to another edition of Community Works. I'm Bernadette Welsh, your host. Each one of our shows highlights a local nonprofit agency in our community. Our goal is to educate you, our viewers, about the great work that's going on all around us every day by local agencies and their supporters. When people help their neighbors, everybody benefits. The focus of today's show is all about music. We are going to hear about the Hamden Symphony Orchestra, a local community group that provides wonderful entertainment and enrichment for us all. And so I don't screw it up. I have two wonderful guests from the orchestra that's going to tell us all about it, and I'd like to welcome them now. First, I'd like to say hello to you, David Liskoff. You are the president of the board of directors, yes?
Yes, hello.
Wonderful, hello. And Karen Kreiner, you are the VP, and you're also a violist.
I am, yes.
And you play
Thank
timpani.
Yes.
Yeah, to do the drums. Okay, great. So you're involved in the board of directors. You're a part of the orchestra. That's wonderful. So welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. David, I'm going to start with you, as I usually do. Let our viewers know, what is the Hamden Orchestra all about, and how did it get started? What's some of the history?
We were founded in 1962, so we're in our 61st season. Our founder was also a violist, Ruth Brooks, and she did a lot for the orchestra in many years. For 38 of those years, Paul Gasick was our conductor and music director. And then in 2008, Vesna Mehanovic became our music director, and she's really helped grow the organization to amazing things, to do amazing things.
Good.
Yeah.
I've listened to something, so I know it's amazing. I really do know that it's amazing. So, Karen, how is the Hamden Symphony Orchestra different than other symphony orchestras? You guys are not trying to be Carnegie Hall, right?
Oh, no. We're an all-volunteer community orchestra. We have a wide age range from teenagers to the elderly. People come from all over the state to join us and play. They just have to be able to read music and the music that we perform. We have strings and brass and woodwinds and percussion, and we play for the love of music. As opposed to a job. We have our day jobs, but we love our music. So it's all it's just fun.
It's just fun.
It's
That's
just
great. It's great. So, how do you do you have to go through an audition? How does one get to be a member of the Hamden Symphony Orchestra?
Well, we're not typically auditioned. We just, as long as you can play the music, read the music, and attend the rehearsals and of course the concert, that's good enough for us. It's just we're all just a big group of family, a family of musicians, and we just love to play together. Yeah.
Does that sound about right, David?
Yeah, so we try to let as many people as possible join. So this year we're like over 70 musicians coming every Thursday evening for rehearsals.
Wow, 70.
Yes.
And it's been good to have numbers, even if one of the flute or oboe parts is missing, we have a backup, and every part is covered still.
And if everybody, let's say you had 12 violinists, and they all showed up, that's great, right?
Oh,
they just play it. It doesn't matter. The more the merrier, right?
Yeah.
But if one person, like you were saying, can't make it, there are two others that are there.
Yes.
So you're never lacking in a group, in what would we say, in a
Ensemble sound.
ensemble sound. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, I just learned something. Ensemble sound. I didn't know that phrase. Okay, great. So that is different. It's not like you some of the other symphony orchestras that are around there. They're paid a salary or anything like that. That's not what it's about. It's all volunteer.
All volunteer. Yep.
Great.
We're all amateurs, and we just love to play.
I like that.
We just love
Amateurs that love to play. Good. Okay, so seeing as now we know how you all get together, my wonderful director is going to play us a selection from a recent concert, and you're going to just love this. This is beautiful. It's Pinball Wizard, and get ready to be amazed. great. I was sitting here just bouncing around in my seat. That was great. You know, what an uplifting thing to listen to, and gives everybody an idea of exactly what we're talking about,
Yep.
which is how you folks come together and create music for us all.
Yeah.
Now, where was that? What location were we, Karen?
That was at the Hamden Town Park, right there on Dixwell.
Near the Memorial Library?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
That's right there.
That's cool. Good. And was that a summer concert? That was your...
That was summer 2021. It was actually our first concert back together after almost a year and a half. That summer we met all outdoors for rehearsals for about 7 weeks leading up to that. That was at the end of August. From what I remember, a really nice, cool afternoon, which was good for playing outside. And we did a very diverse program with music from the 1600s all the way up to 2019, which was amazing. And it shows that as much as we love the classics, Beethoven, Saint-Saëns, we also like to play fun music too.
Well, I think that speaks to what the community would appreciate, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, I love classical music. If I'm upset or nervous, I have it on my Pandora, or the easy listen classical music.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I switch it out to when I was a kid and I was listening to 70s and 80s music, and it's good to have a mix.
Yeah.
It's good to have a mix. And it's also good, I think, that you mentioned that COVID did put a stop to your fun activities, and that concert was special because you were back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And it was really very good. Didn't you think, folks? I thought it was great. Okay, so now I get back to the interview questions. David, how do you folks get your funding?
We have several general sources. A lot of businesses might run an advertisement in our concert programs, and that generates revenue and gets many of the businesses word out for a large audience that comes to our concerts usually in the fall and spring. And then individuals, many of them in the orchestra, many friends of people in the orchestra, or just people who like to come to our concerts, give donations maybe after the concert to show that they liked what they heard.
For sure. And I understand that there's not a fee to come to the concert. It's a
suggested donation.
Yeah.
We ask a suggested donation for regular general admission is $15, and if for students and seniors, $10.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
And you don't have to get tickets in advance or anything. Which is,
Just walk in.
yeah.
That makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then is it always outside, or do you sometimes have the
our regular home is the Hamden Town Hall, right there on the corner of Whitney Avenue and Dixwell.
Oh, that's okay.
In their
So
auditorium there.
okay, so there again, you just know it's time for the concert. You come in and you can make the donations. You don't have to bring a ticket. Well, that must make the administration easy because you're all volunteers.
Yes.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, and then David, you want to mention the Great Give? When is that happening? You guys are on the list of those charities too.
Yeah, we've done the Great Give event for about 6 years now. The Community Foundation of Greater New Haven puts that together. And for us, it gives people a chance to make a contribution and have it sort of matched by the foundation's supporters. In the past years, there's been a specific performing arts matching fund that's given us extra funds matched to what we raise. And that's been an amazing help each year. And it's typically right after a spring concert, which is our spring concert is April 30th, and the Great Give is May 3rd, so just a couple days later.
I think it's the second and the third. The
Yeah,
second and the third,
Yeah.
Tuesday and a Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's amazing, isn't it, Karen?
Yes.
That you plan your concert, then you have the Great Give.
Yeah.
I think a lot of local businesses get involved in the advertising. Is that help? Are you helped by the Chamber of Commerce to get the word out, or do you advertise in the newspapers too?
Yeah.
Or how do you get the word out?
We do a lot on social media during the event, just kind of raise awareness that this great give is going on. Maybe put out how much we've raised so far. Definitely to our orchestra members, we've done some internal challenges.
Yes.
The last couple of years that have been very successful.
Yeah, they offer prizes and stuff if
Yeah.
you make a donation at a certain time. You know, the most donations for whatever organization win an additional prize or additional matching.
Yeah.
So we try to encourage, we pick some times, we try to encourage all of our members and audience to donate at that time to bring the numbers up.
Yeah.
Excellent, right. Because again, even though your volunteers are expenses with the community theater, a community theater, excuse me, community orchestra, the expenses
Yeah.
have to be paid. I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, there's always money. It's always about money. There's always about money.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yes, it is. But I like the fact that my show is Community Works, and you've got the whole community involved in listening to your music, helping support you.
No.
And I really am encouraged because, again, I was telling you guys before the show, I didn't know that Hamden had a volunteer symphony orchestra.
Yeah.
So this is great to just
Yeah.
learn about what you nice folks are doing. That's cool. Okay, so now I also understand, we were talking before the show, that there's another fun little fundraising thing that you do during intermission. Karen, what do you do during intermission?
We sometimes we have a raffle. We get donations from local businesses, gift certificates or something, or some of our members will donate some art or something they've made or something, and we will raffle those off for fundraising during the concert, during the intermission or during and after, the concerts. Whenever we got enough stuff to raffle off, we definitely do the raffling. So
Okay, so it might not be at every concert, but
Nope.
once you've got a critical mass,
Yeah.
a critical
yeah.
mass of
Of,
stuff, then you go ahead
merchandise.
and do it.
Yeah,
and
we
do
got some,
it.
and we do
Yeah.
have merchandise too with our we
Logo.
got T-shirts and coffee mugs and hats and so we have those two of course
Just
for
for sale.
fundraising.
Yeah.
For sale. Yeah.
I love it. I'm going to have to get myself a T-shirt. I'm going to have to get myself a T-shirt. I like that idea. Again, it's more homey, right?
Yeah.
It's not like I've gone to a lot of special events at galas and they've done away with all of that, and everything is you bid online. And I'm not knocking it because it raises a lot of money,
Right.
but this seems to me more homey, the way it used to be,
Yeah.
that people could buy raffle tickets and hope that they get the one that
Yeah.
they bid on,
Yeah.
and I like
Yeah.
that.
We like
Yeah,
to keep
it's
things
fun.
simple usually and just easy and fun.
Yeah.
But if you overcomplicate it, it just goes wrong.
I agree again because it's keeping in the nature of your all-volunteer
Yeah.
community orchestra. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now here's the big question. Alex, get ready. When is your next concert?
The next concert is Sunday, April 30th at 3 p.m. at
Okay.
the Hamden Town Hall. It's called Global Harmony. We are doing go ahead, list off the program here. We're doing the Berlioz Roman Carnival Overture, Defia Spanish Dance No. 1, the Grieg Piano Concerto First Movement. That's one of our Young Concerto competition winners. The Saint-Saëns Cello Concerto Third Movement, which is also another one of our winners. Mendelssohn Violin Concerto Third Movement, and the Butterfly Lovers Concerto for the Erhu by Chen Jiang, which this is an instrument that we've never had any experience with before. It's a stringed instrument. Yes, I haven't actually seen one yet.
Okay.
We do our auditions blind, so we didn't actually see any of our young musicians perform. We just listen to them and judge them that way.
Oh, I see what you mean.
We're not swayed by visuals. It's all what we hear.
Oh, I like that idea. It's not about how they look, it's about what
Yeah.
music they produce.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, is this going to be an outside concert or
No,
is this
this
going to
is
be inside?
inside the Hamden Town Hall in their auditorium there.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Oh, well, I'm looking at that's awesome. We'll help you advertise that. That's absolutely great.
Thank you.
How many people can fit in the auditorium? Do you know?
For audience, I would say 200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good group.
Yeah.
Boy, you get $10 a pop for
Yeah.
200 people. That's not a bad take.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that big. We have a balcony and then the
floor
main
level.
floor level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
And the orchestra is very close. Which one of the things I like about the venue is how it's very intimate for classical music. There's really no separation between the audience and the performers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that too. That's more encouragement for folks to come out and see you all perform.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, you alluded to something, Karen, when you were telling about the selections for the concert. And so my next question is that you were explaining to me there's this amazing way where students get to audition and then play. So what is that all about? You mentioned it, but I don't know if our viewers kind of figured it out.
Talk about that one, I think.
So for 53 years, we've had this Young Musicians Concerto competition. It's open to students all throughout Connecticut who either live in Connecticut or even just attend private school or study with a teacher in Connecticut. Typically each year we get about between 10 and 20 applicants. The only requirement is that they haven't graduated high school yet. So they can be, I think the youngest we've ever had was like 9, and then a lot of juniors and seniors in high school as well. This year we picked 4 winners due to the closeness of how everyone sounded at the auditions. And each year we have members of the orchestra serve as volunteer judges, and they pick those winners. And also provide feedback to the students to help their music education improve.
Okay, so if I understand you correctly, the judges are like music teachers, maybe, or
With orchestra members. I actually was
Orchestra
one of the judges this time, and different. We choose different musicians in the orchestra, and most of them are in the orchestra, I think, and they all play a different instrument and have different views and ideas. We heard things differently, so it's one person liked this one the best, another person liked the other one. It's just, it's great to have a variety of musicians doing the judging as well. So
it must be hard to pick.
Oh, it was.
We so
that's how we ended up with 4. Because normally it's 3, but we were like, okay, no, we need 4.
That's great. And even for the kids that don't make it, they get the feedback, they get helps, they get encouragement.
The experience, it's a good experience to audition. They get through the nerves and everything. Yeah, I remember when I was young and doing auditions. It's an experience that everyone who, as a musician, should do to know how that feels, and especially if they're going to go on professionally.
Yeah. Again, I see your point. If you're going to go on professionally, you have to get used to the fact that sometimes you're going to get a gig, and sometimes you're not going to get one, and it's not the end of the world. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And getting the feedback from an older musician, an accomplished musician, to help these youngsters out. I think that's swell. Yeah. That's swell. Yeah. So that's called the Concerto Competition.
Young Musicians Concerto Competition, and YMCC.
And do you have their names?
I don't. I think are they listed on the program, or
they've just been added to our website.
Oh, okay, all right. So we won't spill the beans. Yeah. We'll let you see on the website, because we're going to talk about the website. That's exactly what we're going to talk about. Okay, so again, we're going to put up a screen that shows all the information that's on the website. David, take it away.
Yeah, so for more information, you can go to our website, hamdensymphony.org. You can find out our concert schedule, different ways to support us, either by advertising or donating, or learning how to join the orchestra. And that's very easy to do. And of course, our venue, our indoor venue, I should say, Hamden Memorial Town Hall, is listed, and our phone number. If you have any questions that you don't want to email, it's actually me who picks up the phone, so completely easy.
I like that, Dave. Okay, so David, folks, if you call that number, David's going to pick up the phone, and you're going to get to talk to him. Thank you.
Or it'll go to my voicemail, and I'll call you back.
And then he'll call you back. And I bet you there's a donate button on that website,
yes, there
isn't there?
Very prominently.
Yes, very when I checked it out, I saw that right away. Because think about it, again, we were touching on this back and forth about donations, but again, it's just you're not getting money from the state of Connecticut. You're not getting big contributions. You're getting the little nice little ones, and that little donate. Even I bet you it doesn't matter how much they donate, right?
No.
Nope.
You know, it doesn't matter.
$10.
Every little bit counts.
Yep.
Every little counts. And there's also a lot of nice information on the website about your history and about how there's lots of interesting things on the website.
You can see many of our old concert programs.
Yes.
If you search through our past seasons.
I like
and
that.
what we've done before, and then what we're going to do.
I like that because that way, if you're at least bit on the fence about if that's the kind of music you want to hear, you click, and then pieces of music play. Is that how it works, or the whole concert for that?
Or is it just the program?
Just the program book, the booklet that we would give out at the concert. We have the archive of those on our website.
Okay.
But on our YouTube channel, we have many clips from. That you can
Okay,
listen
that's
to
right.
from
That's what we got with Pinball Wizard from the YouTube clip. Okay, we've got a couple of more minutes, so we don't have to rush.
Okay.
But this is what I've been waiting for all evening, is to ask you something special. What makes the Hamden Symphony Orchestra special? What touches your heart? What has happened to you personally that just makes you feel so proud that you're a part of this volunteer organization? And Karen, I'm going to start with you because I know what you're going to say.
Well, my mother, who lives in Virginia, is a retired professional musician. She was principal cellist with the Virginia Symphony for 45 years. She comes up for every concert twice a year, and sometimes sets in and plays with our cellos. Or if we have enough cellos, then she just sits and enjoys the concert. But she comes up from Virginia to join the concert and helps sometimes coach the cellos if they have questions or bowing issues or whatever. She's very helpful, and she loves to be helpful, loves to come up, and it gives her a good reason to come see me too.
I like that. Of course she does. We moms like to see our kiddos. Yeah. All right, David, do you have something you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, one short one is that we have so many groups of families in the orchestra, either now or in the past, like brother and sister, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. So that's something that's really special about us. And then the other thing I like to add is what we did before that summer concert clip you saw, a couple months before that, in December 2020, when we were really locked down, is we did an all virtual project. And you can see the whole video on our YouTube. That consisted of a couple small groups that were filmed in person with safety precautions taken at the time. And then what we did was a virtual orchestra where we all recorded a track to the same piece, and it was edited together professionally. And we did It's a Wonderful World, the famous 60s song. And all the proceeds that we raised from that event for like a period of 25 days, we donated directly to the Hamden Food Bank.
Wow, you didn't keep it.
No, not that year. A couple months later at the summer outdoor concert, we actually got to perform that piece again in person together, which was kind of brought things full circle and back to.
That was a really fun project, actually. I really enjoyed doing that, recording that.
It was a good escape.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was. And I had a quartet that we all rehearsed together, social distanced, masked.
In costume, too.
Yeah, and we were in costume. We all had animal outfits on. It was a lot of fun.
The hunters.
It was really fun.
Oh, that's
so
super.
we made fun out of it.
Well, you made fun out of it too, and you kept your spirits up, and you helped the spirits of the community.
Yeah.
So that is what I really like about what you've just told me. That's great. Well, we are running out of time, and I'm just so glad that I got you folks on the show, because I know now that more people will know that there is a volunteer symphony orchestra right here in our own community, and that all you have to do is know how to play and read music.
Yeah.
And not be a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to be a scaredy cat, no.
no,
And
no.
what, there's nothing to be afraid of, right?
No,
You're going to
no.
learn and grow and
Yeah.
practice your craft
Yeah.
and entertain people as well. So
And we keep a good vibe at rehearsals.
Yeah,
It's not.
we're a big
Yeah.
happy family.
Yeah.
good, just like
Yeah.
the show. We
Yeah.
have a happy time. We have fun on the show, and you
Yeah.
guys have fun together,
Yeah.
and that's great. That's great. Again, we're going to remind you to go to the website www.hamdensymphonyorchestra.org. Give a phone call to David at 203-433-4207. Oh, David's laughing at me, but somebody will answer. It might not be David, but I think it will be David, and you can learn more about the show. Thank you for that. I want to thank everybody for watching the show. We had a great time. I learned a lot. I hope you all did too. If you have any suggestions for future shows, or if you want to give any feedback to Karen or David, you can contact them directly, or you can contact me. I have their emails. I'll send it along, and they would love to hear from you. And they also want you to come to that April 30th concert, because that would be just terrific. I know I'm putting it on my calendar, and I better show up because I said I would. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching Community Works. We'll see you again next time.